Hello everybody, welcome back to Dastikop Academy's session on contemporary technologies. Today we'll be talking about the concept of IoT or Internet of Things. In an earlier video session, we have talked about the human need for connectivity. Over the centuries, humans have created many devices, tools and applications and other resources to get connected with each other. Now, the IoT would like to take this connectivity beyond. Most of the existing connectivity mechanisms available today connect people. Now, the IoT would like to extend this and connect everything in the world. The concept of IoT. The basic concept of IoT is to make entire world deeply and widely connected. Today there are many things which we cannot directly talk to, for example, our refrigerator or our TV and other things. So now the basic idea of IoT is to make each and everything in this world addressable, accessible and actionable. Addressable means each thing can be uniquely identified given a unique address to it. Accessible, using that address, we must be in a position to reach out to that. Actionable is that after reaching that thing or that item, we must be in a position to take some actions, for example, putting our fridge on from a distance, such things. Some of the electronic things today already have this facility called remotes. Remote connect devices. For example, today we operate our TV using a remote, or we also use to open the doors of our car using a remote in a parking lot. So this idea of connecting devices is extended at a worldwide level in IoT. Today, our world is fairly connected. The internet connects computers across the world. The mobile devices connect people across the continents. However, there is one underlying commonality in this mobile and internet today. That is, it connects only people. The dream of IoT is to go beyond this. That means it recognizes one limitation in the existing connected world, that is, things are not connected and they cannot talk to each other. And this is what is the limitation of the existing network or connected world, and IoT would like to overcome that. Now let me explain the scope of connectivity and what is existing in today's connectivity and what is lacking. Let me start with an example of our house. Our house is addressable. That means it has a postal address which can be used to reach out to that house from anywhere. You can give that postal address to a post office and or any person who can send a post to you. Similarly, you can order an item on an online shop and the person will deliver the item to you because your house is addressable. Secondly, your house is accessible. Given that address, anybody can reach out to your house. If I give your address to somebody, a taxi operator or an auto rickshaw person, he will bring me to your house. However, house is not actionable from a distance. What it actually means is, say for example, you cannot be away from your home and close the door from that distance. You need to come back to the house and do that. So here is an illustration which gives the limitation of existing things. The house is addressable because you can have a postal address. It's accessible because you can reach using that address. But you cannot take any action on any of the items or including the house itself from a distance. So this is a limitation. Now that you have a basic idea of how things must be made ready before they become connected, let me illustrate how much is not yet connected by giving this following illustration. You take an item or a thing like house. It is addressable, yes. Accessible, yes. Actionable, no. That means you cannot operate your home or any part of that home from a distance. Hence, it is not actionable. Let us consider the second example, mobile. It is addressable, yes, it has a phone number. Is it accessible? Yes, you can talk to a person using that mobile number. Actionable, yes, I can do certain operations on the network which actually affects the mobile. For example, I can put some currency to a distant mobile device. Computer, is it addressable? Yes, because it has an IP address. Is it accessible? Yes, a browser will take me there. Is it actionable? Yes, it is possible to operate on a distance on a remote computer. TV, yes, it is no addressable, no, because it cannot be reached from a distance. It is accessible, no. Is it actionable? Yes, a remote can be used within a room or within a house to operate a TV. TV remote, no. Addressable and accessible, no. Actionable? Yes. So this just summarizes what it needs to be make it to create an Internet of Things. So an item should be addressable, accessible, and actionable. Now let me illustrate the power of Internet of Things if we extend this connectivity to the things other than the people. In the 20th century, computers were brains without senses. They only knew what we told them. That was a huge limitation. There is many billion times more information in the world that people could possibly type in through a keyboard or a scan with a barcode. In the 21st century, because of the Internet of Things, computers can sense things for themselves. That means this Internet of Things can act on their own because these things which are connected to them can sense on their own. Now let me list the limits of internet as it exists today, or internet of people. Today computers and therefore the internet are almost wholly dependent on human beings for information. Nearly all of roughly 50 petabyte of data available on the internet were first captured and created by human beings by typing, pressing a record button, taking a digital picture, or scanning a barcode. Conventional diagrams of the internet include servers and routers and so on, but they leave out the most numerous and important routers of all people. The problem is people have limited time, attention, and accuracy, all of which means that they are not very good at capturing data about the things in the real world. This is the reason for thinking about IoT. The desired connected world takes our network beyond connecting people and get connected to. The limitation that we face as human is from the fact that we are physical. The internet is cyber world. However, we are physical and so is our environment. Our economy, society and survival are not based on the ideas or information. They are based on things. You cannot eat bites, burn them to stay warm or put them in your gas tank. Ideas and information are important, but things matter much more to us. Yet today's information technology is so dependent on data originated by people that our computers know more about ideas than things. So the idea is to overcome the limitation of existing internet of people and take it beyond and connect things. So the vision of IoT can be summarized as follows. Today, every industry has its own objective or a goal. For example, light industry want to make the whole world visible. The phone industry want to make everybody audible wherever they are in the world. Similarly, transport industry want to make every place reachable. Similarly, a medical world would like to make everybody healthy. Similarly, education want to make everybody enlightened. Similarly, IoT want to make the whole world physical, world accessible, addressable, and actionable. This video from Dastikop Academy illustrated the limitation of existing networks or the connected networks which currently include only people and the desire to extend this to include the things which are many more in number